Mick Foley has just parted ways with the WWE. My initial thoughts are Foley, 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 Foley. Mick Foley has been a fixture within WWE over the past 30 years. He has been a brand ambassador. He has been damn near their mascot. He has been a light for the WWE. He has no scandals. He has no controversies, no drama really around his name over the past 30 years. And the fact that it was Mick Foley, the legend, the Hall of Famer, to go out and say this, I have to applaud him. Either you stand for something or you fall for anything. Mick Foley has reached his breaking point and has had enough with the WWE and TKO rubbing shoulders and putting it in our face, their political affiliations and their political connects in regards to this current regime, the orange blob in office. Let me read Mick Foley's words, and I'll give my actual thoughts. While I've been concerned about WWE's close relationship with Donald Trump for several months, especially in the light of his administration's ongoing cruel and inhumane treatment of immigrants, pretty much anyone who looks like an immigrant, reading the president's incredibly cruel comments in the wake of Rob Reiner's death is the final straw for me. I no longer wish to represent a company that coddles a man so seemingly void of compassion as he marches our country towards autocracy. Last night, I informed WWE Talent Relations that I would not be making any appearances for the company as long as this man remains in office. Additionally, I will not be signing a new Legends deal when my current one expires in June. So, Mick Foley has put his flag down, planted his flag down. He's standing 10 toes down, saying, I am not effing with WWE anymore, aka also TKO anymore. I'm not rocking with them. They clearly are voided as well with any compassion or caring about anybody else's feelings, because if they did, they would have not have showed Triple H at SummerSlam at the White House. They wouldn't have showed it. But they showed that photo op to show WWE is mainstream. TKO is mainstream. Look who they're rubbing shoulders with. That's what it was about. They didn't give a damn about how that made the fans feel. They didn't give a damn about how the audience felt, the viewers felt seeing that on the screen back at SummerSlam. They didn't care about that. They cared about themselves. Just like this current regime only cares about themselves. And so, let me say this. If you are someone that doesn't care, good for you. If you're someone that likes or loves this regime, good for you. I'm not telling you that you are the most horrible person because you do not care about what WWE does and who they rub shoulders with, or you are in favor or you follow the current regime and you're fine with them, whatever they do. That is your prerogative. That's called freedom. That is your right, and that is your freedom, even though the current regime is trying to take that away from you. But that's fine. And I think the Rob Reiner piece, yeah, it was the final straw. And I think Mick Foley probably for a minute was feeling the way and was just waiting for the opportunity to finally just part ways. And the Rob Reiner death with the current president in charge mocking him is what took him over the edge. And I get that, I understand that. A lot of us have been feeling away, but it's like damn near every corporation now has bowed down to this current regime, this authoritarian regime. So it's like, what can you do? Well, Mick Foley just showed you what you can do. You can stand for something. If you truly feel strongly enough, if it really bothers you, you can stand for something. You can stop going to the shows. You can stop buying the PLEs. You can stop buying the streaming services. You can stop. Now, it helps that this current product right now has been atrocious. So that probably does help. But no, man, just outside of that, man, like, I was really thinking about it. That's why I didn't do a video yesterday. Like, F all the bullshit. Like, I'm with Mick Foley, bro. I'm with Mick Foley. I'm more bothered, to be honest with you, with how former CEO of WWE, Linda McMahon, has been carrying her position. As she's the head of the Department of Education, she's gutting the Department of Education, which is hindering the lives of the current kids today and probably the generations after that, so that she can help her current colleagues and constituents get more money and make our kids dumber so we can make them workers instead of individual self-efficient thinkers. And that really bothers me. It really does. It really, really, really bothers me as well. And so, in light of what Mick Foley said yesterday, I stand with Mick Foley, man. I don't stand with Mick Foley and be like, okay, like a tweet, and move on. No, I'm with Mick Foley. At the end of 2025, I'm no longer doing any content regarding the current WWE product. I've already done like 10 videos that I recorded, which will go out at by the end of the year. But starting 2026, I'm no longer doing anything about this product, man. I'm no longer doing anything about WWE for a variety of reasons. It's not only their affiliations with the current regime, it's not only their affiliations with Linda McMahon, it's not only seemingly they do not give a damn about the fan or the viewer. It's a variety of things. But yeah, I'm with Foley, bro. I'm with Foley, dog. F this company, man. Again, it's WWE and TKO. They're in bed together. TKO, I said a year ago, is going to be the death of the WWE, and we're seeing it slowly but surely happen. Because TKO is associated with I think owns UFC, and UFC makes it known that they love the President Orange in charge. They love that man. He goes to the shows, right? But wrestling is different. Wrestling is a different audience. It's a more liberal audience. But even if that wasn't the fact, again, what this man is doing in office is too controversial, and he's affecting too many lives in a negative way to think that showing him on television, bringing him up, is going to be okay with people. But again, WWE and TKO do not care how you feel. They do not care about your feelings. They don't care about your belief system. They don't care. They literally do not care. They don't care about you, bro. They don't care. And so again, I commend Mick Foley. I salute you, sir. And you know what? I have to apologize to Foley as well, because a lot of times when I bring up, well, The Rock is the reason why I started watching wrestling, I never bring up the other person that he was fighting. For those that don't know, the match that I first remember seeing on Saturday Night Live Wire was The Rock versus Mankind. The Rock and Mankind went to war, and that was the night that Mankind. It's the night Mankind won this championship. You can't have the villain without the hero. You can't have the good without the bad. As much as I was in awe of The Rock, and he's the guy that kept me around, Mankind was the one that won this title, and it was this moment of him winning this title that made me a fan as well. He was a part of that. So I have to thank you, Mankind. Thank you, Mick Foley, for being the reason I became a wrestling fan. You know, heroes come in different shades, sizes, and colors, and it's ironic that one of the biggest heroes in WWE, portrayed heroes, is a guy that tapped out this past weekend as he was letting the viewer know that it was time. His time was up. Mick Foley, in his right and his way, just told the WWE fan in the wrestling world his time is up. So now I'm telling you, anybody that's watching this video, in regards to the current product and what's going on currently with the WWE and TKO, my time is up.